Everybody's feeling right. Welcome to Ladies Night, Ladies Night. Here to have a good time. Everybody's feeling right. Welcome to Ladies Night, Ladies Night. Oh, yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ladies Night. Before we get started, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video.
What? A video?
Like it. And every time we go live, you guys will get like a little ring bing over here. Just make sure you click on that.
Yes, like it, subscribe, all that. Do what you got to do.
Subscribe, lust after it, want it. All of these things.
Okay, so we're all finally together because like the last few
Right?
weeks,
I know.
I was with Anti, I was with Dante. We were not together, but now we're all together. And tonight we have a friend of the show, Tony, who's here with us.
So I feel like welcome back. Remember that song from Mace, Welcome Back? I'm feeling that vibe right now and reunited.
Wait, sing the hook. I don't remember it.
All right, okay.
Welcome back.
I like that song as well.
Welcome back. Welcome
Thank you for
back.
having me.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Mace.
Mr. Cotter or whatever. Oh,
Thank you
What?
for having me. The Ladies'
Mace.
Night is a
Oh.
safe place for me.
It is a safe
Yes.
place. It's a safe place for everybody. So y'all.
Yeah.
So there's this dad who's devastated. He just
Wait,
learned.
sorry.
Okay.
I just gotta tell y'all I'm drinking. So
Me
damn,
too.
I haven't been here forever. Okay, so this is drink number 2, y'all. Now y'all know I normally don't even drink.
I've been drinking
but
wine, so
I've
I'm
been
a little
drinking.
a
I've
little
been drinking. Okay.
Cheers,
So
Anti. Cheers,
this
Anti.
is wait, we
Drink
cheer
it.
with some full cheers. So this is my go-to when it's one of them crazy ass weeks or days where you got to hit up 7-Eleven. I keep these. My husband be getting these like from a little spot. Just keep up on deck. He call them my wino wines. They get
What
you
is
where you
it?
need.
What is it? What is it
It's a
called?
Shutter Home Peak Moscato.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
This
Shutter
is one of my
Moscato.
faves.
Okay.
And so I'm done with that.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm
So
feeling it
that's
now.
your drink of the week. That's your drink of the week. What else are you
No,
drinking?
she on a
I
second
am
one.
also drinking this Angry Orchard hard cider Chris Apple. This is like a soda to me. Like I said, it's like, yeah, it's real like a soda, like the other drink. A little apple juice with a little bit of this
Something
and that.
kick.
Little some. So this is how I'm about to end my week, y'all. It was busy, crazy, just crazy. So
Wait, you
cheers
never
to
told.
the weekend.
Cheers to the week. Okay, wait. Cheers to the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, but you never told me. Okay, so what? How was your vacation?
Oh my God. So vacation was bomb. So for those who know me, y'all know like with all the craziness last year, me and my husband only been out like maybe twice this year. So we went to San Diego, our favorite place in the world. And it was so dope. We stayed at a resort. We had like a little private beach, cabana. I rode a bird scooter for the first time. It was fun. My husband was like, "Don't go fast." Everybody know I'm clumsy too. So I was like, "Oh shit, I can't be getting killed out here in these streets." But it was fun. We went to eat. Y'all also know we normally just drink wine. We had some hard drinks with our lunch. So we had a good time. Had some hard drinks. It was just in the sun. So it was really nice. Really, really nice.
That's girl. I love you and your husband. Like you guys are like really like black excellence, black goals. Like y'all are perfect.
And it's
Like,
authentic. And the song
and you guys
that
are like
reminds
our
me of
best
us.
friends. Like that's like
Yes.
you guys like that's your husband. Like you guys are best friends. That's what I love about your
If
relationship.
y'all know about, we love Eric Bellinger. So whenever I hear this song, it's called Organic. I tell him like I be getting all like warm and fuzzy because it really reminds me of me and him. Like ain't nothing we do fake, ain't nothing for the gram because we ain't got the gram.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck about what other people think. So everything that we do is because we want to do it, not because we want people to think this and that. No, y'all know what it is, and we know what it is. So that's it. But yeah, long story short, we had a great time, and I cannot wait to go back to San Diego.
Love it. Next time you go, you got to hook up with Dante.
I know, and you know what?
We were going to, weren't we?
Going to.
It just didn't happen.
We end up going
But it
out
was
to
Pride
eat.
weekend. It was a lot of stuff going
We
on
weren't
that
even here,
weekend.
Dante, and we even missed our spa appointment. We were just vibing on the beach with our wine, so it was good.
Okay,
So we
so
wouldn't have made
Dante,
it.
I think when you meet the next time, it's gonna be a girls trip. to San Diego, and we're gonna hook up with you.
Okay.
That sounds more like
Sounds
it,
great.
right?
Oh, y'all gonna go back to San Diego? Remember, y'all like, oh my god.
No, I said if it's a girls' trip, including you.
I know, but when I was going, y'all was like, oh my god, San Diego. Like, y'all know
We
I love
have
San
fun in San
Diego.
Diego.
I know.
Okay, so y'all, this dad is very devastated. Okay,
Tell the people
he's
Spaghetti.
why. Tell the people why.
Spaghetti.
so he had a baby with this woman who was the love of his life, right? She was
Mhm.
pregnant. And then they moved into his grandfather's house. And his girl became pregnant. And it turns out that his son is actually his uncle
Mm, mm, mm. That's a
because the,
God.
his girl was fucking his grandfather.
Tony, I had the same look as you because I really mentally had to process it. Like, wait, what?
And he signed his birth certificate and everything. But at the same time, okay, this is your
So that's
lineage.
little uncle then, right? Little uncle? That's his little uncle? Yeah,
He thought the
right?
boy was his son, but it's really his uncle.
That's his little uncle. That's
So
fucked up.
his girl was fucking the grandfather.
Wow. I got when I
Grandpa got
saw
that
that,
sweet old dick, girl. Shit.
man, that is
Because
just
you guys know that like we stop producing after a certain time. Men can have kids until the day till the day they die.
Mm-hmm.
So
mm.
what y'all think about
Dusty old
that?
food.
Like, what's up?
I feel so bad for the man. I mean, to go on thinking, this is, a man's son. So, when men have son, it's like, oh my God, like a
Mhm.
big deal. But
Yeah,
then it's like, nah, bro, like this your little uncle. Like, what the
it's not
fuck?
even funny, but
It's not, but it's like that's
it's
his
like
little
what?
uncle.
But all I can think about too, from his perspective, is like that's still your fam. So it's like his feelings must be just he
He's
must be
going
ready to
through
just
it.
die
Gosh,
because I can't even imagine
horrible.
like because it's still your fam. And you've been taking care of this child since birth. You love this child. All of these things. What happened?
Okay, okay, so Tony, you're the straight man on the panel tonight, okay? So can you imagine you thinking your girl just had a baby for you, and then all of a sudden you realize your grandfather is really the daddy, and you're just like, how would you feel?
Tony looked like he processing shit.
I come
Like
from the
like
era. I come from the era where grandfathers were really grandfathers, so I can't even really wrap my brain around no shit like that. Like
but
because
but
like
just put your place in his position.
so if I put myself in that position, it's like off with the bitch head. Like everything is done. I just couldn't even imagine looking at her, smelling her. Everything would irritate me from
Yeah.
Smell
that
like
point
your
on.
granddaddy.
But your granddaddy
Like my
got your girl pregnant,
granddad, you gave
got
my
your like
granddad some coochie.
And
You gave my
a
granddad
baby.
some coochie
and a baby, and a baby, and a baby,
and some
Damn.
head and a
and a
And all
baby.
that.
baby.
And don't
That's
tell him what
just
else.
Grandpa's
bizarre.
nuts was on your chin,
She
girl.
was trying to earn her stay. Maybe she
Shit.
was trying to earn her stay.
I got questions though for all like I want to know were they employed? Like was the dad was a grandson working and then the girlfriend and granddaddy at home? Like were they both
Maybe,
unemployed and was they sneaking out to the basement acting like they building something? Like
I think
I
the
want to
granddad
know.
was a sugar daddy. Not to cut you off, Anti, but I feel like
Maybe,
the
huh?
granddad definitely was, paying this woman for sex and sexual favors.
or he was,
And
Wow.
it was
or
a
she was
mistake
trying
for
to.
her to get pregnant. And in her mind, she must have felt like, well, at least the baby will have some of the genes of her
Yeah, that's true. They'll
true
look. It could.
partner. And
Yes,
she
that's
thought that she
true.
would be able to play it off. And I don't
Ugh.
know how it was discovered that this was the granddad's child, but it sounds like to me like she was going to try to keep it under wraps, and then it got exposed in some type of way, maybe by the grandfather
It
himself.
was a text. Apparently,
It
his
was a
phone,
text.
the
Yeah.
girl
His,
phone was
yeah,
popping, and it was a granddaddy showing his pictures and
all his
all
Well,
private
kind
it
of
turned out
parts,
that
all
all
his
grand
kind of
private
stuff.
parts, and
he
he
ain't
was
never
sending it
trusted that
to
dude in the first place. Like that
because
dude
the
is
DNA
that
was
dude
there,
bragged
but he
essentially
was
lying.
he was showing the granddad was showing all his he was showing all his goodies
Mm,
apparently to the girl.
Was this
I
a
fuck
So
young
I fuck with
granddad? Was
that.
because you know some granddads today in this day and age are in their 50s and
40s.
could
That's
still,
true.
so they could still potentially, end up in relationships or sexual relationships with women in their 20s.
Mm.
Is this the type of granddad that we're talking about, or are we talking about like a 75-year-old grandfather?
That I
um
don't know.
They
you
didn't.
know
They
what?
didn't
At the end of
mention
the
that.
day, you're still a grandfather. That's your grandson. You should not be fucking your
He
grandson's
probably was
girl.
one of them granddaddies that he probably had on like his FUBU outfit and shit, you know?
Because like I'm gonna be honest, today I was at a family funeral and I was around some granddads who look like they OGs. So
That's what I'm saying.
they
What they
with it. They with it.
yeah.
So like it just
Yeah,
goes down
they
to
could get some
like
coochie.
yeah, they can get some real young coochie.
Oh
Ready to
my
go.
God.
They could get some
I
young coochie.
I be seeing older men with they braids and they whole denim outfits on and like they K Swiss. Like, listen, you ain't about to tell them shit, okay? And
No,
maybe
once
that's
they got
what
their outfit on,
girl, and
they
that shit be crisp, smelling like what's that shit? Starch. I don't even use starch, smelling like starch and shit. Crisp and
Mhm.
shiny,
With
they
their
be
Elise's,
they be out here ready
their
for the
Elise's with their
pictures.
K-Swiss.
right?
Well,
And to all the young viewers who are watching, coochie is pussy. If you didn't know, because coochie's an old school word.
Oh, that is
Like
old,
like you
huh?
got you very rarely you very rarely hear too many millennials use the word coochie.
That is
Like they
true.
say, I don't think coochie is as graphic as pussy, but coochie is like a throwback word referring to the female sex organ.
I die every time I hear poontang still.
I haven't heard
Every
that in a
time.
while.
Poontang. I just can't.
I
I'm
I had
Caribbean,
a
so we
friend
say
say
poom poom.
fish.
We say
Yeah,
poom
I was gonna
poom.
say, yeah,
I'm
my
Caribbean. We say
yeah,
poom poom. It's
yeah,
not poom
my
poom.
yeah.
I don't know coochie. I
One
don't know
girl said
pussy.
fish,
I just know
so
poom.
I don't
Definitely
know.
no fish.
Girl, she
I just
called
know
it a
poom poom.
fish. Okay, we was in fourth
All
grade,
I
and
know is
she
poom
was like,
poom.
I was like, what is that? I was like, oh, so they calling it fish. I don't know. To each its own, right?
I feel like honestly, and Dante, you can correct me. I feel like only gay men refer to women like women as fish. Yeah,
They
so
refer to it if they're talking about a woman. Oftentimes they'll say fish, or if
mhm.
it's like in a drag queen situation. When a drag queen looks real, like for real, they got the hair. You can't even fucking tell. They're walking down the street. You don't even fucking know. They'll be like, "Oh, she's real fucking fish." That's how we use it. Yeah.
So like anti enough. Me and anti, if we were going down Hollywood Boulevard, West Hollywood, we would be considered fish. Just
No
how we
comment.
look.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You.
Wait, what?
I'm just playing. I'm just playing, y'all. You definitely, if you happen to be dudes and you look the way that y'all look, yeah, you'd be fish for
But
sure.
So
okay,
that wouldn't be a bad thing if a guy is yelling out to women, "Hey, y'all look like some fish," because fish aren't really a cute looking. They look. They,
Um,
I
I
like
don't
fish.
know.
Fish is
if
good.
if if you're in a gay place and they say you look fishy, that's a compliment. Actually, it just
Okay.
means that you look real femme.
So I
You
don't
look
need to get all amped
passable.
up,
You
ready
look,
to go off. So if
yeah.
somebody says
You
I look
don't.
fishy, it's
Anti don't
okay.
need to fight, right?
Yeah.
She'll need a
If a
But I
reason.
nigga
need.
say if a nigga say she's fish and she want to fight, she's okay.
Yeah, she's completely cool.
Okay, so
Okay,
I learned
okay.
something today.
We
Fishy.
all are.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So speaking of
Speaking of that,
baby,
though,
speaking of baby
real quick comment
mamas.
though, real quick comment on that. I don't know her name, the runner that just fucking killed it.
Oh my God.
Straight men
Yes.
are fucking
Yes.
dogging
What's her
her
name? Oh
like
my
Woo!
crazy.
god.
They're dogging
Yes.
her like crazy. They keep saying she looked like a man and all that
So
stuff.
what?
That's
First of
not
all,
real
I'm
fish.
a
But no,
trade
but
girl.
she's
No,
gay.
no,
She's
no.
I'm
gay,
just
right?
showing the change.
Isn't she
She
gay?
I
is
don't.
a
She's
I,
curvy,
I
a
don't know
curvy
it
anything.
don't
curvy
I
matter
don't.
what
I
she
girl.
really
is.
don't know much about her. I just
It
know the
don't
bitch is
matter.
running
She's
her ass
very
off. She's got a baby and
talented.
she's still
She's
running.
She's from
she's black girl
Texas.
magic.
Yes.
She is
Yeah.
black. Okay, because Flojo
Oh,
had the nails, right? And she had
yes.
when she had them eyelashes, I was like, them eyelashes really helped her move. Okay,
Yeah.
because I believe in eyelashes.
I
Okay,
think just
I used to
overall,
love
ladies
watching
and gentlemen,
Florida. Go ahead.
but like
overall.
she was bomb.
Allison
How
Felix
she?
did her thing too, though. Y'all heard? Remember, Nike canceled her when she got pregnant. She came around and whooped that ass with a 10-month-old. Like I grew up running track, and I know
Yeah,
her and a lot of
I
other
know.
people in track. So it was like overall just a good week to see these women doing what they got to do. Like especially Shakari, because she was saying people said you won't be nothing because I don't know. Like her mother, her biological mother, actually passed that I think this week as well. So I don't know if she was raised by her grandparents or their family, but it seemed like she probably came from a broken home or whatnot.
Hmm.
So for
Mm-hmm.
her to do what she's doing is big. And a lot of times with a lot of sports, but just me myself from track, like you see a lot of women, a lot of boys, young boys and girls, they come from broken homes. Like they come from the streets, and track gives them that sense of
Yeah.
family. Like I can't tell you how many cousins I have from track. Like people be like, "Oh, thinking we legit cousins," but no, we spent since we was 7 to like probably 18 being with each other, all that. It really becomes your family. So
Right.
I would be forever, I'm forever grateful for my track family. Like it's no difference, like we family, you know what I'm saying? Like they can call me right now, like, hey, I need you, I'm there. Probably talk to them in 10 years, but
I
guess
love the
what, I'm
fact.
there.
I love the fact that she came out as her running
Yes.
track.
Yep.
She had like a orange wig,
I
glue
love it.
down
She's
her
her, she's not gonna
eyelashes,
change, and I
and
love
like
it.
it was like, this is me. I'm the girl from the hood. This
Authentically
is me.
her.
This is who I am. And I'm
Yes.
gonna run. And she ran the fuck out of them.
Yes, it
She
Like
did.
reminds me. It
it was
She
reminds me of
ran
like,
them
this one.
hoes down, like
oh my
just.
god, it was
It's
I was
almost like
beautiful.
like,
it was almost insulting that they put those other people against her.
I would
That's
have probably
really what it
stopped.
was.
Shit, I would
That's
have
their
act like I
business, not
wouldn't let it.
mine.
I
Yeah.
would have pulled a hamstring and faked that shit because she got in their ass
She was
Yeah,
and
like,
they
she
know.
caught
oh
them.
my
Like I
god,
kept
like
watching it over. Like, damn, it was
Yeah.
good.
it was
It
so
was
beautiful
very good.
to watch Simone. Like it's
But
Yes,
they
so
don't
beautiful. It's
but they don't realize
beautiful.
they also don't realize the amount of physical training that takes.
it's a
This
lot.
No,
isn't I mean,
yeah,
look at all
that's
these
not
people
something
on
that
this
you
fucking
wake up
planet
to.
and she just broke a record. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like that doesn't come along very often and it's because of the training, the discipline, the eating. It slims you
everything.
down. It makes you a full muscle machine. And I think that's
Yes,
hot in a woman. But that's,
I'm so proud of her. Like
me
I'm
too.
proud. Like
Me
yeah,
too.
I'm a black girl, and my little black girl sister, because we're a little older than her. But
mhm.
like she did her shit.
She did.
Like anti. Like, can you imagine the girls if they were doing this at our time? Like it would be so different. But
I
they're
think it's
doing this at their
beautiful.
time, and that's how it's so impactful.
And
It's so beautiful.
if I
I
had if
love it 100%.
and if
Agreed.
I could talk to her, I would just first of all, I'm a hugger. I would hug her, say
Yeah.
congratulations, I'm proud of you. But the
And I
one
would
thing
say
that I would
thank
tell
you. I
her,
would say thank
I
you.
would
I would say
say
thank
thank you
you.
for being you,
Thank
and I
you.
would just say never change. Like no matter what
Be
you
you.
whatever the world or the industry say,
Mm-hmm.
Nike say,
Mhm.
if you stay you, like you stay rocking your color hair, you
Yeah.
stay with your eyelash and baby hair, because that's you. Don't let
Yeah.
That's
this shit
you.
change you.
Because she's the product of this new world. Like these new young girls. She's in that product. She's like in that category.
Be
Of
you.
course,
Like I
of
tell my
course,
kids, be
of course
you,
she looks like this. Of course she looks like this.
And I love it.
She's in this era. Of course she's supposed to look like this, you know?
I love it.
Like she's in this era. So like kudos to her.
Yep.
Okay, y'all. So Nick Cannon. Okay, so Nick Cannon, I don't know if he's going like toe to toe with Future, but this nigga don't have like 4 kids this year.
Listen,
This year
somebody
alone.
somebody
But he has
said,
seven. He has 7 kids
oh, it's
His
altogether.
7?
pullout
Ooh.
game,
Seven,
pullout
seven.
game
No,
is weak. His pullout game weak.
Wow.
is
Ooh.
that what it is? Okay,
Yep.
He's
but
had the twins, right?
His pullout game is weak.
he has 7 kids coming up. 4 kids are coming out this year. Nick Canyon says he feels like he's about to die soon, and that's why he wants all these kids. I feel like what he said, his pullout game is weak.
Like somebody said on the internet, they said they said Nick Cannon is like Future with the turban, and I laughed out loud
It is.
because
He is.
I mean, but
This
I
nigga have
mean,
4 kids. This nigga had 4 kids this year. It's not even a half. It's not even. Our year's not done with.
Well, but I will say he did say all these women know he already told them like, you know, he about to be, and they understand the game, you know. So shit, they cool with it. Then hell, the man want to have 10 kids by all these women, and they okay with it. So be it.
Let them have them.
Let him spit them out. I mean, he's financially able to take care of them, so that's always a plus. And it seemed like maybe the women they're going to have this big ass happy blended family, which is also great for those who can do that. He just
I
Nick
don't.
is I don't know.
Here's my thing. Have as many kids as you want. Just take care of them.
And
That's
I
all.
think he is. He has the money now. If it was
I
like
think he did. I think he is too.
you know what I'm
Like, just
saying,
take
like
care of your babies.
dudes who ain't got
He's
no
not
job.
Future. Like, Future is like we all know about Future.
Listen,
Like,
I thought about.
I also feel like with Mariah's the type of mom who's going to take them kids. He may not see them ever, so you can almost count those two out because Mariah's going to have them kids, and she petty enough. You know, how petty her ass is. She petty enough to like not let him see them kind of ever, and I doubt
can
he
see
sees
that.
them.
you know what? No. I see it from a different point of view. I feel like Mariah came to the age where she just wanted to have kids and she just wanted to have a baby, and like it's like, okay, you make your money, I make mine. My child will always be taken care of. Okay.
Right,
If
of
you want to
course.
be a part, if you want to be a part of the child's life, you can. But like Mariah's she don't need him financially. Like most of
No.
his baby mamas may need him. You know, Mariah's good.
Yeah,
So,
But that's what I'm
that's
saying. It's not though about financial need.
but
It's
like,
more about the time that you spend with because these
I
are
would
indeed
want
your
him to be
children.
there. Like
It's
I
not
feel
about
time
like
is
paying for
important
things because she
too.
doesn't need him. But I don't believe that she allows. I know she's got custody for sure.
yeah, she does.
And I
She
don't
does.
believe that she allows him to see them all that often because then she's got to deal with him and she don't want to fucking deal with him
But
because
we
who
don't
wants to
know.
lose their ex?
We don't know what their relationship like vibe is though.
I got a strong vibe from their interaction, but I would say, again, I don't know them as people, so I'm just speculating, obviously. I'm just saying,
Right. Right.
to
I
me,
feel
I
you.
feel like Mariah's probably the type of person that she has the kids 99% of the time.
Yeah,
He
he too
maybe
busy
goes on, he
focused.
maybe takes them on vacation once a year or something. I mean, it's probably something real like that.
Right. I feel the same way. Those are like in Mariah's head. That's her kids.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just
There's
feel
nothing wrong with
like
that sometimes, but
it's nothing wrong
No,
with that,
but no,
but
but the daddy, he needs
I
to
feel
see
he
his
needs
kids
to be
too.
there. I feel yes,
Yeah, he needs to see his
financially that's
kids.
good, but I also
I
feel
agree.
that
I
he
wasn't
needs to
saying that he
be
don't.
there. No, I know. I'm just saying, like most people, myself, but like
I'm sorry.
financially they're good. But I also feel like it's very important for the father and or the mother, whomever it is, to also be active in that child's life because
Definitely.
nowadays
Yeah.
people think they could be bought, like like buying a baby Birkin bags, like that baby ain't gonna know. They gonna remember you
I don't
going
know
to
what
the
a
ice
damn
cream
Birkin bag is.
store,
They don't
building
know what a
Legos,
fucking
stuff
Birkin
like
bag
that.
is.
Right. So when I see
They just
that,
want to have fun.
like I do admit, like sometimes I be like, what the fuck? Like, yes, it's their money, but it's like, come on, it's people like starving and shit, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like, you doing that because you out here doing, I understand your career is X, Y, and Z, and it does require a lot of time. But at the end of the day, like your kid gonna remember you. Take your kid to the studio, show them how to work that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, driving the car, I don't
Well,
know,
shit,
whatever
take
you
them
gotta
to
do.
like go to dinner. Go to dinner somewhere. No, no.
Right.
I mean, it
Right.
doesn't have to be big things. It
But
doesn't.
society makes it feel like people, and I say mostly women can't be bought. You have women, dudes cheat on them left and right, but it's like, oh, I'm about to get you, some material shit that motherfuckers forget. Oh, you were just fucking my cousin and my best friend the same night in the same bed. And they
Yeah.
forget about that because you didn't got a purse. Like,
Right.
no, that's not okay. But again, society be having shit fucked up sometime, and that's one of the things. A lot of women, they're allowing men and even other people to feel like they can't be bought, and that's not okay. That has never been okay with me, at least.
Agreed.
Never.
You
Completely.
cannot buy me, boo.
Agreed.
Mm-mm.
100% agree with you, anti.
Mm-mm.
Tony, what's your opinion?
So my opinion on that is that I think that we as men gotta stop thinking that our main role is just only to be a financial provider or
Yes.
a financial contributor, and we've got to put our condition our minds to feel like we need to be in the home with our
Yes.
kids every day.
Hmm.
We need to
Yeah.
be a part of their everyday life. Like
Yeah.
me personally, I think that it's irresponsible of somebody like Nick Cannon, who's been blessed with such a dope, versatile style career where he's been able to, trade in between film and music, for him to, irresponsibly create all of these single parent homes, because in the event that he does, have an early death at a young age, these children will, be reared by one parent, which will be the women that he
Mm-hmm.
impregnated out of wedlock.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's irresponsible. I think that is giving um, it's giving the black man another stereotype that we
Yep.
already have so many
Yeah.
Yep.
odds stacked against
Yeah.
us, that we run away from our responsibilities, that
Mm-hmm.
we don't believe in doing things in a traditional way. And if you really think about it, the traditions of getting married and then starting your family, I think a lot of that was set up so that the outcomes would be better. And our generation has done such a good job of running away from that. And I thought he was on the road. He did marry Mariah Carey. He had his first children with Mariah Carey. I thought Nick was doing a really good job. I kind of almost looked at him as a class act. And so now I kind of feel like he's definitely tarnishing that legacy that, 10 years ago, he was on a good road to being one of our more sophisticated personalities in show business as a black man.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, I guess it can go either way. Like, I definitely 110% agree with that. Like me, I went out of order. Shit, I didn't get married first. I had my kids first, but it worked out for me. And then, like you said, they got married, had their kids, and it kind of worked out. So, but I definitely agree with what you say. It's kind of like they're following into that stereotype that they already have for black men. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of fucked up. And I mean, shit, he just out there planting his seed.
Wait,
Shit.
well, his rebuttal was he
It,
felt like
it
he was
reminds
gonna.
me of Coming to America.
His
Mm,
his his
It reminds
rebuttal
me
was
of the whole sowing your royal oats.
yeah. Yeah.
okay. So
Sorry, Sheena, but yeah.
I know, but his rebuttal was he felt like he was gonna die soon, and that's
What
why
did
he
he say
must.
that? What is he? I mean,
That's why he must have produced so many kids. Like he literally
But
has
that's
produced
not a
4 kids and
reasonable. But that's
within
not a
like
reasonable like
that's selfish.
psychiatric
That's
like
selfish
thought
to
that's
me.
why you would be doing all
don't
that. Like
okay.
I
that
think it's
doesn't answer
Don't
the
selfish.
attack.
I
This
think
is what
that's
he said,
selfish.
not me.
Like, if you feel you're gonna die, why would you bring a kid in the world knowing you might die? If you really feel that, that
so
means
then
your
they
kid
do
is
what
gonna grow up without a father.
yeah,
Okay,
I personally think it's selfish. Me
okay.
I do
personally.
too.
We
I
all
do
feel
too.
the same way. Moving forward, IKEA's menu for Juneteenth, they
Oh,
produce fried chicken and watermelon
oh,
to honor
I
child.
think that
Juneteenth.
that's so racist. I think
That
that that
is
is
fucking
incredibly
racist.
racist.
Like,
Why why would you have watermelon and chicken, which is a known stereotype for
Mm-hmm.
people of African descent, African Americans, that we sit up and shuck and jive and eat watermelon and fried chicken and we eat unhealthy and like
No,
IKEA? Who was in that meeting and
who was?
green
That's what
lit?
I said.
Who
Who
green
decided
lit
that that was a
that
good
so
idea?
idea?
I
That's
wanna
horrible.
clarify something real quick though.
Go
Is that
ahead.
this wasn't all of IKEA's. This wasn't IKEA. This was a specific IKEA.
Oh, that's right,
And I
Alabama. Was it
believe
Alabama?
that what actually occurred
Atlanta,
was it was not, and it was Atlanta exactly.
Atlanta. It was
What
Atlanta.
specifically occurred was that there was no coordination with the organization IKEA, and that's important because
Mm-hmm.
I think some people just made a very poor decision and they didn't bother to think that it was actually an employee relations issue. I'm an HR. Here I go. I'm an HR person, so but I don't think
Break it down for us.
Break it down for us, though.
that it
Break
was
it down.
actually an employee relations issue.
It
So it was
is.
never taken further than whoever the top person was that actually approved it, and it was the person within that IKEA. Because this was not, I want to just clarify, this was not every IKEA, and I don't believe that IKEA, the corporate company, had anything to do with it, had any idea it was occurring, and probably would have stopped it had it was happening, had
Okay,
they known it was happening.
I'm gonna give you my opinion on this. It was some nigga who signed off on this shit. Okay,
Yeah, for sure.
that's
Okay.
my opinion. It
Yeah.
was a nigga
Yep.
who signed off on
Yep.
this shit.
Yep.
It was like, okay, that makes sense. Da, da, da. Some nigga trying to impress somebody else.
They trying to get
Like,
their raise. Shit. They
first
like
of all,
shit is hard out here. We about to sign off on this.
it was some nigga who was like, he signed off on this. He or her, they signed off on that shit, and it just backfired. Like,
Well,
like,
it probably made sense to the it probably made
but
sense to
watermelon and
the
fried
community.
chicken is never a good combination
No,
for black people at
I
all.
agree, but
Like,
if I'm
At
thinking
all.
the other side,
at
I'm just
all.
thinking like probably what happened was it was a black folk that signed off on it, and it may have made sense to the population that they signed off to it for. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it appropriate. It makes it sound incredibly racist.
let me
But when you look at
okay,
the people inside the
okay,
decision,
Dante, let me tell you. We're all these we have 4 black educated black people right here, right?
Mhm.
We're all from different spectrums.
Oh, I would never let it happen.
We're
Hell
all from
nah.
different we're no.
The
Let me just say this. We're all from different spectrums in our careers, right?
Hmm.
If somebody said to us fried chicken and watermelon to be signed off as a whatever it is, like corporate thing, ain't no I'm gonna assume ain't nobody here is gonna be like, okay, yeah, that's
I
cool.
think I'm gonna take it a
Like,
step further, and I'm gonna say the people that I work with would know. Don't even approach you with that bullshit right there. So
don't
it
even
wouldn't
try
even.
me with that
They
bullshit.
would know. Don't even
Agreed.
come with me with that bullshit
Don't ever
because.
try me with that
And
bullshit.
if they had the balls to just wake up and feel so grand one day and ask, yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have
Keep
had the
those
job
balls to your fucking self.
because
Go back to bed.
it's
Go
just like,
keep
are
those
you
balls to
kidding
yourself and
me?
go back to bed.
Like none of that was
I
right.
agree, but I'm what I'm doing is I'm thinking about it from kind of both sides, and what I'm
Right.
saying is
Right.
that's what
There's
happens.
no
But this is
Dante.
but
There's
wait
no both
one
sides.
quick comment. Sorry, this is what happens when someone is promoted beyond their abilities.
Yeah.
When you have
True.
somebody who can sign off on some shit like that, and they would, that person had no business in that role at all.
Right.
And he can
Period.
start taking more
Period.
classes
Point
and
blank.
stuff.
Because what you're doing now is now everyone's like, "Oh, IKEA did this." It's like, no, that wasn't a corporate decision.
Yeah.
That was one IKEA, and
IKEA need to
that's why
clear that
you don't
up.
get somebody like that up above where they should
Yeah.
fucking be because they make poor decisions.
Very true. That was just horrible.
Like, okay, honestly, like growing up and being judged and how I look being black,
Sure, yeah.
like y'all don't know. So like this shit like really, really, really triggers me.
Yeah, it was.
I grew up, I went to a Seventh-day Adventist church
Hmm.
school where I was the only black girl. Okay? So like shit like this really, really triggers me. No,
Yeah.
it's not
And
acceptable.
I
It's
feel the
not
same.
acceptable.
Like I went to school. It
Like
was
I felt bad for
10 of
the
us.
girls who came after me. I cannot protect them.
Yeah,
Like
it was 10 of us. I went to a
it
predominantly
was
white
one of me.
school.
It was one of me. It was one of me.
It was 10. It was
It was
of
one
that
of me.
whole school. But to top it off, like I went to school with I went to school with Madonna's makeup artist. I went to
Right.
school with the guy from Cypher. So I was that black kid who didn't have
Wait,
like Hollywood, celebrity parents. Like
you went to bed. You went to bed. You went to
She went to
bed.
good school.
You went to school with Kevin
Yeah.
Aquan.
Yes.
No, I went to school with the last name was Karahara.
Oh,
So
different. Okay.
yeah, different. And then Costanza's son. So I went to it was a magnet school in LA. They're in Bel Air now, but that just go like that's the school that I went to. Like then also the middle school I went to school with OJ Simpson kids. So I've always been to school, magnet schools to where, I was around, I had kids pulling up in limos. They mad because they didn't get their $200 lunch money for the week. And I'm like, bitch, $200? Fuck. Like, you mad? You slamming doors to your limo, bitch? Like, for real? But so I definitely feel like, I really, that shit really hit a spot for me,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's just
For
crazy.
sure.
And I feel like I always had to prove myself growing up because they felt like black people couldn't be smart. We couldn't do this and we couldn't do that.
Mhm.
So I always felt growing up, like,
Yeah.
elementary, that I had to always go above and beyond. Like, I can't tell you how many above and beyond awards I got. Like, I would go on
No.
recess to read a book just to get an award because I felt like at that young age, I felt like people thought that I was less than because
Mhm.
I was black. And I
Yeah.
was like, you got
Right.
me fucked up. I'm about to show you I'm smarter than y'all ass. And I can be up there with y'all. So
I deal
it's
with that
it's
in I
sad.
deal with that in corporate America too. Like for me, I dealt with that as a child because I went to schools where there was all white kids. I went to schools where there was all black kids. The black kids
Hmm.
said I was too white. The white kids said I was too black. Everything was crazy. And then now you get into corporate America, and it's like, you become friends with people, and they get too comfortable, and
Well,
they're making
okay.
comments and fucking shit. Like,
Speaking
Hmm.
of
it's your
speaking
birthday.
of
Should I bring some fried chicken and some watermelon? Why should you bring some fried
okay,
What?
chicken and watermelon? I love
speaking
both of those things, by the way. But
speaking of being comfortable with people,
uh
let's free Britney Spears.
let's do it.
Let's do it. Britney
Yeah.
Spears, she went on a 20-minute she went to court and she discussed
Her family
how
is
how
foul.
embarrassed she was with her father. And some of the things she said, my family didn't do a goddamn thing. She said, anything that happened to me was approved by my dad. And she was like, I was very embarrassed about
Mm,
my
mm,
life.
mm.
And she was like, I was never comfortable about talking about my life and how somebody else had control over what I did. Like, she was forced to have an IUD. She
That's
was forced
so
to be on
great.
birth control. Her like she was forced,
This
like
is a full
whatever.
woman, like a
Her
whole
dad,
adult,
like
Like grown up.
she was forced to work 7 days a week. Sorry, 7 days a week. Like, we don't work 7 days a week. Every
They got me
day.
fucked
That's
up.
also why
Seven days a week
she
for
stopped
12-hour
performing.
days. 12-hour days.
It's
So
why she stopped
free
performing because
Britney.
they were taking her money, they were taking advantage of her. Poor thing couldn't
That is
even
so
speak up for herself.
sad.
And
Her
in those
entire
control
family.
districts, they can't say anything because they control what she can post.
That is
Like
so
that's why all
sad.
her videos are so manic and crazy, where she's just there dancing around in circles
Because
to
that's her
keep her
that's
song
her
every
way
time.
of being
Because it's the
free and
only
being
way,
Britney.
right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
her way of
Yeah.
being free and being
It's
Britney. Like
sad.
I
she's
understand Britney. I
so
love her.
talented.
Yeah, I do too. I've always liked her.
Okay,
I just feel
Dante.
sad.
Dante, what's your opinion on Britney?
Fucking love Britney, and I've been Team Free Britney for a very long time. Um, uh, I've always been concerned. Like it's weird when you know someone's face because I like know Britney. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right, right, right.
I've known her for a long time, and when you look in someone's eyes,
Right.
and it's not right, and it's
You can
sadness.
see you can see her
You
soul
can see
gone.
her
Hmm.
sorrow. You can see
Her
Hmm.
soul like
everything.
is gone.
And the thing is that I don't know how to say this, so I'll just say it bluntly. She's not super intelligent. And
She is, no, 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 no. Brittany knows exactly what she's doing. She's very intelligent. She knows exactly what she's doing.
I
She
don't
knows
know
what she's
about
I
doing.
that.
think she was.
No,
I
no, no,
think.
no.
Wait.
She's all
Yes, yes,
about the
yes. I think that
fairies and
she's
stuff.
intelligent in what
Like,
she's doing now, but I do believe that overall she's not super intelligent. The
she
reason
is.
being is that she doesn't realize that some of the things that she's doing is what's making other people think
People,
that she's crazy, and she's
yeah,
not.
I feel
yeah.
like
She's
she's
just
doing.
Brittany. She's Brittany,
She's
and she shouldn't have to be intelligent to have freedom. That's
in
not.
her
That's
in
not
her
part of.
mind.
That's not
In
part of
her
freedom.
okay, okay, Dante. In her mind, she's like a fairy. She's a fairy, and she's living like a fairy. So
But
in her
that's making
mind,
her. I
But
think
that's
it's
making her look
backfiring.
crazy, girl.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah,
part of the problem.
no.
This
yeah.
is
I
why this has
understand
gone
her.
along for so.
I
This is part
understand
of the
That's like
reason
her
her.
it's gone
saying
along for
she's a
so long.
fucking
She's
unicorn.
making
No,
herself
like I'm
She's
a
crazy.
making her
unicorn
seem
too.
crazy.
Like
Well,
I'm
shit,
a
I'm a
you
fucking unicorn as well. Do you
like.
not think I'm like unicorn girl?
I think it's just backfiring on her, like Dante is saying, like, and it all goes to perception. Like, you see it like this is making it better. But I think by her acting out whatever fairy, whatever it is, like it's making them feel like she isn't mentally capable of making important decisions regarding herself. So because of that, now I feel if it were me, I'm gonna play like I know what the fuck is going on, even though I might not know, but I'm gonna act that way to get
Right.
myself out of the situation I'm in.
Right.
So it's kind of like that survival mode, but I don't think she's mentally capable, and she's been through so much trauma that it's possible that she was highly
She's a
intelligent before, but
39
she's
year
been through
old.
so much.
She's a 39,
Agreed.
39-year-old woman. Let her live her life. Let her
I
be
am completely
happy.
100. Like,
Bro, I
Let
just
her
feel
like
do
she's
her
bad for
been able
thing.
to live
her.
her life from the jump, but she's gotten
Don't feel bad for
offended
her.
what they've done.
Feel bad for her because she has had a IUD in her for the past 10 years. Feel bad
That's
for her
oh
because of
god,
that.
it's so sad.
That's
It's so sad.
horrible.
Antonia, what
That's
do you have to
horrible.
say?
Feel bad for her because of that. Don't feel bad for her because y'all think she's mentally ill. Brittany knows what she's doing. Feel bad for
I
her
feel bad for
because
her. I feel
I
bad
she
for
don't
her
has not
believe that
had
mentally.
she's
the
mentally ill,
proper.
though. I
Feel
don't
bad.
believe that she's mentally ill. What I'm
Okay,
saying
no,
is,
feel bad for her because she has not had the proper medical care for her
I was gonna say
body
I
as a
feel
woman.
bad because I do
Feel
think
bad for
that
her for
she's.
that.
I feel bad
To
that
have an
she's
IUD in you,
traumatized.
for 10 years and
But
it
I
has
feel
not
bad
been
about the whole
checked.
thing.
I feel
That's
bad
I
about
feel
the
bad
horrible.
about the whole fucking thing.
IUD,
The
and
fact
I
that she's
also
got
feel there's she sustained some mental illness as a result of all the trauma she's endured.
And you
Like,
wouldn't.
and that doesn't mean that
agreed.
she's batshit crazy. That she probably just severely depressed, maybe anxiety. I've dealt with anxiety, so I know what it feels
Right.
like. So
Yeah.
she probably, when I say mental, I don't mean like. And people think when you say mental, they walking down the street spinning backwards and talking to themselves. No, I just feel that she's been through so much trauma, and the body
Right.
and the brain can only take so much before it just like what the
100%.
it goes wild. You know, you got wires
Right.
crisscrossing,
Right.
it becomes too much. And then, like you said, you factor that in with the IUD, which is loaded with hormones for 10 years. You got a fucked up situation. And that's why myself personally, I had to make some changes overall to where I had to remove some shit out of
Mm-hmm.
my body because, like, you know, birth control pill, like, it's loaded with hormones and dealing with anxiety. You mix that,
Mm-hmm.
you might have a perfect storm. I pray to God
Yep.
that I was able to not have to get on any like anti-psychotic or anti-anxiety medication. You know, no, not knocking anybody who's on it, because I feel if you need it,
Mm-hmm.
you need it. But I
You knew
felt
that, yeah.
like the extra hormones from the pill wasn't making it no better.
Agreed.
So I feel very bad for her. I feel very bad to where this could have been something that could have been resolved by a quick therapy session or whatever it is she had to do. But then you throw in all the trauma, her family's against it.
She
It's
lost
fucked
her
up.
kids. She lost her kids. She's
It's
had
like
all these
Yes.
relationships that have
she's.
not worked, where people have just used
Yes.
her. I
Can I
Used
don't.
say
her.
can I say something about this?
Yeah.
Tony's
Go
been
ahead.
raising his hand
Go
for like
ahead,
5 minutes.
Tony.
So before we, got on live today to discuss this subject, I wanted to do some research about this because I wasn't too familiar with the situation. So I watched a couple of documentaries, one on Amazon Prime,
Bringing Brittany, or what's it
and then
called? Something bringing back Brittany, or something like that.
I watched one on Hulu, which was like a
Yeah,
investigative news, like
that was a good.
2020
That was a
style,
very good one. Uh huh.
yeah, documentary. And from I guess my opinion on the situation is that when Britney was in control of her own finances, her own decisions, her own life, Britney made some pretty reckless decisions. And at some point, her father, who had invested a lot of his energy and resources during her uprise as a child star into her career, he stepped in.
Mm-hmm.
I completely understood back then, 13 years ago, her father stepping in. But at
Mm-hmm.
some point, her father began to show the signs of, malicious or malice intent
Yeah.
with the
Mm-hmm.
way that he was handling her
Yep.
conservatorship. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say that I think that Britney is all the way 100% ready to run her $300 million empire, and because she's a very inviting, and she tries to trust people a little bit too
Sweet,
soon.
kind
So I'm not
person.
going to say that I feel that she's 100% ready, but I do think that the father has shown that he is not the appropriate
Person.
Mm-hmm.
person for
Mm-hmm.
this job
Okay.
as
So,
conservator.
okay,
I
Tony.
believe her mother is a far better. I believe her mother is a far better candidate to succeed the father in that position.
Yep.
Okay, okay, Tony. What I'm going to tell you this is Brittany knows this. Okay, she knows this, but at the same time, she knows that her dad is not the one who needs to run this. She wants her attorney, her legal team to run her shit. She wants to take that concern. She doesn't want. She doesn't want to take. Oh, I hear echo. Am I? Hello? Can somebody turn the echo off? Hello?
Is that better?
Hello? No.
I don't.
Somebody else take the echo off.
I don't hear it.
Hello?
I didn't hear
Hello.
any
I don't
echo.
Okay,
hear it.
okay. It's better now. It's better now. Okay, I don't hear it. Okay, so in Britney's defense, she doesn't want to run her own shit herself. She wants a conservator to run it. She does not want her family to do it. She wants to have an attorney to do it. Someone who she pays to really run it. And like her dad and her mother has shown in the past, they took advantage of her shit. They lived good off of her ass. She that's not it no more with her.
Well, the fact that both of them have their own attorneys says a lot. Your own attorney against your daughter, really though?
It's like
Yeah, but
sad. Like let
you
her.
don't use her money that you got from her. You got that money from her
Yeah,
because you have that
and she
conservatorship.
worked. And she worked
And then
very
you don't sit
hard.
here and have a
She,
fucking lawyer against your own daughter who you got the money from in the first fucking place. That's fucking crazy. I understand that, but the thing is that I think what's really lacking here is education. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying she's dumb. What I'm saying is that they never bothered to make sure that she got the education she needed to be able to run her
but what if?
$300 million
But what
estate
if?
because
But
she
what
has
if?
no ability to do it because she's
But
got no like
Dante, what if they made sure she was drugged the entire time? What
that's
if
what
they
they've been
made
doing.
sure?
They've
What
been
if they
feeding her
made sure
pills.
that she was drugged the entire time and made it like a factual thing that she was not capable of taking care of
She wasn't
herself?
but she wasn't drunk the whole time. She was
No,
pilled
it
up.
don't matter. But like,
And
drug
because
or
his
pill,
lawyers had
like
reached out and
pills
said
are the
like,
same
oh, she
thing.
needs to
Like
get on
if you're
medication
on
because she's
pills, if you're on pills, they still take over your fucking body.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that's probably what's happening is the fact that they've got her on pills because his lawyers have worked hard at making her seem crazy. So then all of a sudden, because
This
he's calling the
guy.
shots, he's saying, "Oh, she needs pills because she's anxious, she's depressed, she's acting crazy." And what it is really just them taking advantage of her. I
It
completely
is.
agree with that.
They're 100% taking advantage of Britney Spears.
Mm.
Oh, what's your opinion? What's your opinion on that anti?
I just think it's messed up, you know. And I this is me personally. I feel if and not to say that anyone in my family would do that to me, but that's why you hear don't miss business with pleasure. I would never miss business with family. Like I would never have my family involved in anything
Ever.
like that. If I were to
Ever.
grow up, I would never do that. And like I said, it's not because I don't trust them. Like I love my family, at least the ones that I fuck with. And those are the ones that I would consider. But just because it can get real sticky because I'm
Okay.
very opinionated. They might have their view, and it ain't gonna work like that. So I would
Okay,
just
but anti.
avoid all that. No.
Okay, so you're in the same boat as me though. Like our mamas, right? We love our mamas. We
Yes,
ride or die with our mamas.
yes, yes.
So in her situation, her mama kind of went to the other side. Like,
You're right.
but at the time, if you're in a situation, you and I we're gonna follow our mamas.
Yeah, I would follow my mom, and
And
it would just break my heart.
I feel like they use that against her,
Yes,
and it's not fair because at the end of the day, if somebody says you're crazy and I'm crazy, and your mom is like, okay, This is what I'm doing. Of course, you're gonna go with your mama's doing. I'm gonna go with my
Right.
mama's doing,
Right.
because that's the
Right.
relationship we have,
Right.
and that's
That's what
do
makes
you
it worse. It
that's
makes
what
it
makes it worse, because they got to your mama.
they use what they do against her, and it
And
goes
they that
back to that whole thing. I know this is off subject, but that's why you don't
yeah.
mix certain business, and you don't let everybody know your next move, because the ones that know your next move will be the first bitch to block your shit, and then what?
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
Exactly.
why
Okay,
you
but
gotta
for
you
me
gotta be
personally,
like,
like I'm gonna be honest, the bitch who knows my next move is my mama. Like, don't nobody know my next move is but my mama.
yeah, well, shit,
She
I
got
don't know.
me. So
I
now my
don't
mama
know.
no more.
It's just sad. Like, I just feel like I kind of like to move in silence. I don't let nobody know my every move. They may know half of my move, but ain't nobody gonna know my full move. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's how I am. Some people think
Uh,
I'm weird for
That's
that,
how I operate too.
you're not
but
you're
that's
not
how
weird
I
for that,
move.
honey.
You know,
You're
that's
not
That's
how
how,
weird.
I
that's
move.
how I operate too, Anti.
You
Same
Okay.
know,
exact way. Even my own mom, my mom, when she was around, yeah, I went with her same
I'm
way
like
that
the
you were
wild
just talking
card. You
about.
never know.
But at the
You never
same
know.
fucking time, I'd be like, girl, when I leave my house, bitch, you got to pick your bag up and pack your shit
Okay,
up
I'm
so
not
you
even
can
gonna
leave
lie.
too. You
I'm
ain't
not
staying here.
listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm easy access. If my mama say do it, I'm gonna do it.
See, I
I do
it
whatever my
My
mama
depends,
tell me
mom.
to
because
do.
I'm gonna ask a question. Like, I don't know.
Mm.
Like, I just
I
like
don't
being
ask
like, I'm
questions.
gonna go.
If
I'll
my
tell
mama say
somebody.
do it, I'm gonna do it. Like
See, I'm gonna
that's
ask.
just me.
I'm
Nope.
gonna just
I
ask
ask
because I'm
questions.
very.
I ask questions.
I'm
I accept
asking.
fucking
Yeah,
receipts. You have
yeah,
to do that with everybody. You can't trust no fucking body.
yeah,
And that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Is that no
yeah,
one taught her how to be a business
yeah.
woman
Okay.
because they were
So
so
okay,
caught
y'all.
in being
So
like a performer.
moving along,
Yeah.
moving along. Anti girl, my favorite thing in the world.
I know. I
My
know. When I heard
favorite
that, I
thing
thought about you. How do you feel?
in
How do you feel?
the
So
world.
I'm about to take the mic.
Oh
How do
my
you feel
god!
about that?
So Wingstop just announced they're
Sheena
gonna be.
loves chicken, y'all.
I love chicken wings.
Well,
I love
chicken period,
wings.
I think.
I love the wings.
I like the
Okay.
wing too.
Okay. Well.
Tony, what's your favorite piece?
My opinion is that Rick Ross is a genius because at the end of the
Okay.
day, as much as y'all love wings, there are millions of people who love thighs. And me being one of them, I love the fat content in thighs.
It depends on
And
what I'm cooking. I
I don't
agree.
think
So
that
okay.
Exactly,
the
Anti.
restaurants should close down because there's a shortage of wings. So you gotta,
Oh,
you roll with the times. You adapt to situations when you're an entrepreneur. So I think that that was a great way to
chicken
make
for it.
sure that his businesses do not go into demise over our government or the producers of our chicken stocks are not able to meet demand and supply. So I think that that was a genius move for Rick Ross to transition into selling thighs during this
Get them
time, and I think you
thighs.
guys should go try the thighs.
I'ma try it, but let me say this. I love chicken, but
I'm a
certain
white meat
dishes
bitch.
don't taste right with the thigh. Now, I
Yeah.
will admit, one time I was making some curry chicken. I didn't have the part. I said, oh shit. I had some thighs here. Cause you know it hold the fat, hold that flavor. I made some curry chicken thighs, stew chicken. Bomb. My kids love it now. So I went back to the legs and wings and stuff for that meal. So I will say, but I don't know. Me and my husband was like, eh. So you know what? I should have got some today to try it to tell y'all my opinion. I'm
I'll
gonna
still
have to check it
try it.
out.
I'll definitely try it.
Okay. Let me be really honest with you guys. Okay. So before my VSG surgery, I did not like any brown meat. After my surgery, I realized that the brown meat digests differently with my stomach. Okay, is because it's more
Because the
fatty.
white meat's so dry and it doesn't
The
get.
white meat is dry, and then like
Damn near
the
choke you. Shit.
thighs and the
Mhm.
legs,
Yeah.
It has more fat on it, so I can digest it. So that's what it is.
And see, my one my
But
favorite is actually breast.
if I'm going to
I
Wingstop,
like a chicken breast, and I like
okay.
a drumstick.
You like
But
the
if
breast?
I do
no.
like breast.
If I go to Wingstop, I want some fucking wings. Give me the whole fucking wing. Give me 4 fucking wings. I'll work it out. I'm good.
Ugh.
4 wings is 8 wings. I'm good.
It got big though. I had Wingstop last week, honestly, and I was
Nope,
like, this. It was
girl.
big as my legs, you know. And I was like, I only ate 2 of my 6, and
Okay,
I was like, this shit is too big. It wasn't
so
right.
there's a shortage in wings.
It's always a shortage. That's
Yeah.
bullshit. Ain't no shortage or nothing.
there is, just like there's a shortage in cars. There's a shortage in wings.
Mm-mm.
Apparently, from the pandemic, the chickens are not producing. So
But what the See, I don't know. That's a whole nother conversation. But I don't know. I don't know.
no, no, girl, it's
I
a
don't
real
think it was
thing.
meant to last forever. I don't
Yeah,
think it
it's
was
just
meant to last forever. I think it's a temporary solution for existing issue right now, in which is we're not able to have our all flats. Like me
I
personally,
love all
when
No,
I go to
flats.
Wingstop, I love all flats.
I
I like
love
them to
all
be well
flats. Yeah.
done.
see,
But if I still
I like
want
the
some
drumstick.
chicken,
A little,
I
I
could
like
settle
flats.
for a thigh if I have to.
I'm gonna
yeah.
try it, y'all. I'm gonna
no.
see.
Here's the thing: it's a shortage of cars. It's a shortage of wings. It's a shortage of everything you want. Like,
I can see the cars. I can see that. I can see
um,
that. I don't know.
no, girl, I'll talk to you later about that. It's
It's
really
good.
a
No,
short.
the other thing that's good with thighs though is if you're like barbecuing chicken,
I've
it's
never had
perfect.
it. I've never had
Oh, it's
barbecue
perfect.
thighs.
My
You know
my
what it
family makes
is?
huli huli chicken, and it's so fucking good. It's so
Yeah.
bomb, and it's always boneless,
Oh,
skinless thighs, and it's bomb. Now I do
Okay,
like the skin. I do like the skin, but in barbecuing, I don't super love it.
sorry.
okay.
I readjust myself. Huh. Yeah. I'll try it, but I was not thrilled. And like Tony said, I'm an all flat type of girl. I remember I ordered it. He was like, "What?" I said, "All flats." Like,
Well,
yeah, no
Wingstop,
pieces.
they're gonna change your name to Thigh Stop
A name change. Why?
because there's
Did
a shortage
anybody
of
hear?
wings.
Did anybody hear Tyler the Creator's album and Doja Cat's album today?
Who?
We'll get
Doja
to
Cat
No.
and who?
Today,
okay.
today, Doja Cat released her album, and so did Tyler the
Okay,
Creator. And I just
Tony,
want to say to both of them, they have some
we'll
dope
get to that.
albums.
Tony,
Oh, I haven't.
we'll get to that. Like, we'll get to that. Okay.
Tia Tamara.
He threw me through a loop.
I feel like
Tony's like
I feel
he's
like
my
I just got
brother.
trampled.
I love my brother.
Like Tita.
I love my brother. I love my brother. I love my
Yes,
brother.
that's my shit though.
I feel like I just got spanked in front of
Okay,
everybody.
so Beyonce can't sing. Beyonce can't
Okay,
sing.
And
According
you
to
know
Trick
now.
he's
Daddy,
entitled to
he
his opinion.
according to
He's
Trick
entitled to his
Daddy,
opinion.
Beyonce can't sing. Beyonce can't sing.
Well, she's not a Stephanie Mills. She's not. She's not a Stephanie Mills. She's not
You know
Shaka
what?
Khan. She's
She's
not
not.
Whitney. She's not.
But
Yes,
She's
yes.
but
not. I'm
she
sorry.
but
He's
you know
entitled
what?
to his
I
opinion.
agree, Tony. I
Everybody's
agree.
every okay. I agree to Tony too. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, but at the same time, Beyonce has literally put her mark on the world as
She's
Beyonce. She does music not for to hit like viral 100%,
That's why I
like the
stopped fucking
top.
with her.
She
I
does
think.
music for her. She does music for her and her fans.
I
So
think I beg to differ.
when Trick Daddy said Beyonce can't sing, okay, nigga.
no, I don't agree with who said it because
Yeah,
it's
I
like
think
let's be for real about
we
who
need
what
to
the
normalize us black men not bashing women. We need to normalize that. I don't like
Agreed.
the way that he went about it. I feel like he
I
could have
really don't
got
appreciate that
his
shit.
point out without making it sound so,
Everybody has
because
their own
Beyonce
opinion,
is
though.
icon. Yeah, but it's the way you do it. And us as black men, we
It's the
gotta stop
delivery a lot of the time.
coming. We gotta stop publicly coming for these women in a way to
Yes.
where it make it sound like we're not
You're a
supporting
fucking
them.
hater. You're a little pussy. Is
You
what
know,
you are.
yeah, yeah. Like
Really don't know.
He
don't
say
do
little
it that
pussy.
way. I feel like he could have said it in a way to get his point across, because nobody ever said that Beyonce can go toe to toe with Mariah when it comes to actually hitting notes and
Or
Mm-hmm.
all
Whitney.
of
She
that.
can't.
But
She
at
She
can't.
the
can't.
same
But
time,
she performed.
Mariah can't go toe to toe with Beyonce when it comes to doing
The
a
Performance.
whole
hits.
3 hour Coachella
One
performance,
hundred percent
So
performance.
Yeah.
Beyonce stands alone. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I feel like Trick Daddy is entitled to his opinion,
Yeah.
but he really looks fucked up. So he should
Be-
not be talking about anybody.
yeah.
He needs to fix his face, before he be
Okay. Let
Literally,
me.
public
literally.
bashing
Tasha. Okay.
Beyonce.
Tasha K.
Let's
Tasha K
Trick Daddy
said. Tasha
stop.
K said he needs to drain out his face and fry that fucking fish.
Thank you. All
And
that
I
grease
said
up in
that too.
there.
That's what Tasha
Oh
K said. I love
my
Tasha K.
gosh. Oh
But
my
you know what?
gosh.
But you can't have like so Mariah Carey. She can hit them damn notes or whatever. But Beyonce
No.
get out there on every fucking song, every goddamn song. She get out there
First.
like she's pregnant and she's trying to actively give herself an abortion,
Okay.
and I love
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I'm here fucking
Active.
for it.
Okay.
Every move is fierce. Everything like her whole performance is just fucking.
Okay. Trick Daddy can say what the fuck he want to say. That's his opinion. It's okay. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We all know. Like, even if
I
even
don't
if
even remember. Do you
Beyonce
remember his
can't
hit?
sing,
That one hit
she
he
put
had.
on a fucking performance. Like, I've been to Beyonce concerts. The bitch puts on a fucking show.
See, I haven't gone. And I say
Her.
that I used to be like a diehard Beyonce. Like I had my hair honey blonde. Like I thought I was Beyonce. But for me, when she kind of switched over to the pop shit, I kind of fell off because I felt like that was something the industry wanted her to do at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it
Because
was.
that what was going. So I felt like she kind of stopped being who she was and stopped putting out the type of music she wanted to because the industry wanted her to do otherwise. And that's my opinion. That's why I kind of like fell off after that. So I
Well,
haven't been to a
Beyonce is the
concert,
closest thing we got to
you
Michael
know?
Jackson. That's just like saying Michael Jackson can't sing like Luther Vandross, but at the
Right.
same time, Michael Jackson is
Yeah.
a highly respected singer. But at the same time, Beyonce to me is the closest thing we've ever had to Michael Jackson, not Chris Brown. I think it's Beyonce. You can't put a gender on that type of talent. You just
Right.
have
You
to
can't.
give props
Yeah.
where it's due.
Or like
And to me, Beyonce is our precious gift from God that we got as black people, because she has been a class act throughout her whole entire career. She has been a great role model. She really has lived it instead of just talking about it. And she don't bother nobody.
She
So I
sure
Can
kind
I?
of
don't.
well,
feel
she's
I
like
do
also
love
Can
she's
I?
Beyonce.
Can I?
low-key
don't
Can
known
I?
for
Can I?
don't
Wait. Wait.
fuck with
Wait.
her. Don't fuck
Can
with
I?
her. Leave
Can
her
I? Can
alone.
I just? Can I have my? Can I have my disclaimer? Me, Tony, and I, we never talked about Beyonce until tonight. This is he's not feeding off of what I feel about Beyonce. Like, that's what I'm saying. He knows. He knows. What I'm saying is, like, I love Beyonce. Like, anybody who knows me, I'd
We
rather die
know.
for that bitch.
Yes.
Like, Antonisha, you know,
I
you
know.
cannot
I
say
know.
nothing bad
You
about
can't.
Beyonce to me. Tony and I have never had a conversation about Beyonce ever in our life. So when he's like telling y'all, I'm just sitting back listening. That's all I'm doing. Like, I'm
Yeah,
just
because
listening.
I really feel like Beyonce is dope and Trick Daddy's
She,
entitled to his opinion, but it's not what you
everybody
saying,
is.
it's how you
It's how
saying
you
it.
say
And
it.
for him to try to drag her like that, what did she do to you? Are you mad
He
because
mad
of the way
what you
you
meant
look
Cause
and
he know
and,
now.
and you know that
because
lady,
she didn't
who
bring
was on Love and Hip Hop?
because when she went to the real reason is when she went to Miami. she did not bring him out on stage. That's why
But
he's.
why would
That's
she
why he's.
bring him out
Who the fuck are
out of
you?
all people? Why him? Like, why?
Mm,
That's why he mad.
Why?
why would he
That's why he
expect that?
mad.
Anti, why would
Why?
he expect that, girl?
You know,
Why would he expect
listen,
that?
boo. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out because I'm
I'm about
He
like,
to say
expects
this. I'm
that
about to.
because Trick Daddy is highly respected in the streets of Miami, but